And good morning. Hello, hello, hello. When you get in, make sure you say hi so I know you're here. Good morning, good morning. Hi, Diana from Minnesota. How are you? Good morning, Patty. Good morning, Mona. Hi, Brenda. How is everybody this morning? Well, hi, Linda. Happy you're here. Same live stream, just a different platform. That's all. Hi, Annette. Good morning, Colby. Mona says, hey there, Annette. Brenda from Vancouver, BC. A very wet weekend for us, Brenda. Well, hi, Dan. Welcome. You know, the cookbook, it's coming along, Dan. Almost there. I got my return address stamp yesterday. And you can't see them in the boxes right over there, but I have 400 of these mailers, and I think there's 400 more coming for the books. These are just sample books, but they do fit. So pieces are coming together, Dan. It won't be long. Hi, Annette. I've made the corn butter. It's too hard. I know. Well, thank you, Mona. You know, I'm sure I should have done this a long time ago. I don't know what took me so long, but I'm here now, right? So I do live stream every morning from our community support group, and I was running out of hours that I could use to live stream with the Mighty Network platform. So we decided to turn Saturday into a YouTube day, and it's been a good idea. Good morning from the Pacific Northwest. Well, howdy, neighbor. Glad you're here. Afternoon. Annette liked it. Good, good. So yeah, this week's recipe is a very simple one. As Annette said, it's way too hard. It's corn butter. So it's not butter, all right? Before you get any fancy ideas, it's not going to be the same as butter, but it is creamy, it's spreadable, and it's something you can use in place of butter, and there's absolutely no fat at all. No oil, no nothing. So the recipe is really simple. I'll go ahead and jump right on in. I'm using canned corn. I'll get a close up for you. That's what I used at Del Monte because it's not GMO, right? I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. This is just what I buy. You can use frozen corn. You can use fresh corn. Whatever corn you want. If you do use frozen, I would recommend you thaw it out first. Move my coffee out of the way. I have about 2 cans of corn here, and these are 15-ounce cans. I'm going to dump these in my blender without making a mess, I hope. Move that out of the way. Find a decent spatula. So step 1, add corn to your blender. And you can use this on your holiday rolls. I have potato rolls on my blog. They're really good. My cornbread. Corn on top of your cornbread, why not? It's fat-free. Tastes good. Okay, there we go. Move this guy out of the way. Check the comment. Hi from Alaska. Hi, Connie. How's the weather up there? Now, this is not going to blend right now by itself. It may need some help. I also like to add some garlic. That's a clove of garlic because I like garlic butter. I'm also going to add a little garlic powder. Quarter teaspoon, probably enough. All right. And we're going to need some salt. I believe the recipe called for, here we go, half a teaspoon of salt. Hi Darcy, welcome. Happy Saturday. Half teaspoon of salt. And hi Di, hello from Iowa. Tablespoon of lemon juice. You gotta have some liquids in this to get everything blended. And it says a couple tablespoons of water. I think I have 3 in here. 2 will work. We'll try 3. And that's it. That's the entire recipe. I'm going to mute you so I don't blast your ears out. Is my volume back on the way it was? Hi, Marion. Can you guys hear me okay? Is there a delay? Is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me? Okay, fine. Thank you, Marion. What does the corn butter taste like? Corn? Kinda. But it's got that smooth consistency of butter. So it's a good replacement. You could also use, I'm talking about on your holiday rolls, on your holiday biscuits, your holiday whatever, cornbread. You could use hummus, you could use lots of stuff. But this is originally a Mary McDougall recipe, and I modified it a little bit. I think she used cornmeal, and I used fresh corn. When you follow recipes on YouTube or in a blog, and they say for the blender, you have to stop and scrape down the sides. This is what they're talking about. Just make sure all the stuff gets off the side of the jar here, down where it can get blended. I'm going to leave this audio on. You tell me if this is too loud. I'll mute it. Okay, thank you, Colby. Tastes like creaminess. I like that. If any of you have a Vitamix, You know, you can take this little top thing off, that part. Now I got a big hole in the lid. That's handy if you're blending something really, really hot. Be careful because the steam will build up in here and that can actually force the whole top off and you'd have a mess. So when I blend like my red chili sauce, I'll take this off and I'll just hold a rag or a dish towel over the top. That way air and steam can escape. But if you have a Vitamix, it may have come with this thing if you've never used it. And I've seen people on YouTube use it strangely. Won't get into that, Chef AJ. But we will use it here. You just put this down and it helps stir things around, okay? So that's what it's for. Just a little bit, not bad. When we switch, whoop, wrong one. There we go. There we go, guys, corn butter. It's just that simple. It's smooth, it's creamy. And it just so happens, hello, let's heat it up first. That's part of the recipe too, before we try it out. If you like it the way it is, then you don't need to heat it up. But if it's too watery or you just want it hot, you can. So we'll do that real fast. Cooler in Delaware today. Hi, Becky. It's my corn butter. So I've got corn in there. So let's pour this in. Get you guys a good view. There we go. It's not bad. You can see how thick and creamy it is. And it does make a bit, okay? If any of you have ever froze this, speak up. I'm sure people want to know. I don't know. I hardly freeze anything. That's always the first question I get for almost any recipe. Whoops. I have to make a mess. That's my job. They want to know if I can freeze it. So if you've frozen this successfully, let us know. And clean up my mess. But in the refrigerator, without freezing it, I give it 4 or 5 days, and then really start checking it. Oh, I had that little bitty taste. Definitely taste the garlic. Yum. Put more corn in it and you have cream corn. Yeah, really. When Marion made it, it had the consistency of butter. And when you heat it, it'll thicken up more. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. low. I will just heat it up a bit. Let's see. I'm looking to see how many people I have on. I saw earlier. Oh, 26 people. Nice. Yeah, I put a link to the recipe in the event, and I'll put a link at the in the YouTube notes underneath too. Who Weltschmerz, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, said I made it using hominy a while ago, and it was awesome. I've never tried that. That's a good idea. Thanks. Yeah, hominy. There you go. And you know it's almost hominy season. When I say that, I'm talking about when I lived in New Mexico. It's pozole season. And pozole is amazing. It's a New Mexico dish with the red chili sauce and hominy. And yeah, we make it like every Christmas. It's a tradition in New Mexico. So that's another use for hominy besides this corn. Um, those cans of hominy in the store go quick this time of year. So if you want to make some with hominy or pozole, which I do have a recipe on the blog, I'd grab some. Oh, I know, me too. I love hominy or pozole too. Have you tried it in a potato gratin? My corn? No, I have not, Becky. So while this is heating up, we can do a Q&A. I talked about the cookbook. I got 400 mailers right there with a stamp and a label printer. I'm just waiting on the books. I think my shipping date from the print company to me is November 30th. That's coming up a couple weeks. And then once I get 800 books or however many they're going to send me, I have to set up my own little shipping station right here because I'm going to be mailing these out to you. These are not drop shipped from a third party company. This is all me. So that's why it's taken so long. I apologize. Yes, I have books going to Israel, Welsh Schmerch, whatever your name is. I have books going to Canada. I have one going to UK. I have several going to Australia and New Zealand. So yes, the shipping's going to be expensive, but you can. It's all there on the website. Speaking of which, I haven't checked today. As of yesterday, there were only 13 books left to ship. So I'm going to do a second print order. I have the order form. I can see it right there. Unfortunately, you can't do it online, so I have to either fill out the form and fax it to them. Does anybody fax anymore? Or mail it to them? But I will order more books if I sell out of the first print. I wrote a Facebook post yesterday, and I don't know how many of you saw it in my Mighty group. I know we talked about it. Moda wants to know if I will include a link. I will add it right here, and I'll put it in the notes underneath. Keep in mind, they're going quick. It's just shop, brandnewvegan.com. And I will be on Chef AJ December 8th to promote it. Hopefully I have a physical book in my hand by then to show off. You're welcome, Mona. But we talked in my group, my Mighty group, and I wrote a Facebook post yesterday. My blood pressure is doing weird stuff. I don't get it. If you know me, if you follow me around, you know I eat and promote a whole food, plant-based, oil-free diet. Nothing processed, no meat, no dairy, absolutely not. No UPF, ultra-processed foods, nothing like that. We eat a really clean diet, me and my wife both. And she does a lot of exercise on top of that. She's 67, I'm 61. Our blood pressures are all over the place. She's on medication. She takes losartan and she takes clonidine. I've never taken any for a long time, and then just the other day, Wednesday, my blood pressure spiked. It's like 170 over 101. It freaked me out. It really did. I went for a walk. I've been posting my Walking Wednesday California Dreaming pictures in my Facebook group. I've been back to doing the green smoothie drinks. We kind of got away from that for a while. And it was still really high. So I took one of my wife's clonidines. They help with ADHD, and I know I have ADHD. It's not diagnosed. It's not professionally diagnosed. I know I have it. I can feel it. I have all the symptoms, imposter syndrome, all that stuff. And there's a lot of stress and anxiety with these cookbooks, getting them out to you before Christmas, and a lot of other stuff. So maybe it's just stress and anxiety related. I took one of her clonidines, and it calmed me down. It did help. It brought my blood pressure way down to like 117 over 70 something. Oh, somebody ordered a book. Thank you. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. So I just want to talk about it. Marion, what are you referring to? 9 p.m. Pacific time. The video looks unfocused. I don't know why that would be. Colby says, my cookbook is just my recipes in plastic, and I really should pay you for that. I hope so, Mona. I'm going to do everything I can to get to you before Christmas. I really am. I'm at the in the hands of the print company. As soon as they get them here, I'm going to start stuffing envelopes, label them, shipping them. I'll probably take a couple hundred a day to the post office to get them shipped out. What's holiday shipping going to be like? I don't know. I'm kind of behind. I should have done this earlier, but my first book, it took a little bit longer to make than I thought. So who is rapping online? I don't know why the video looks unfocused. I have no idea. Oh, we have more comments. Oh yes, Chef AJ. That will be December 8th at 9 a.m. Pacific. And everybody else says theirs is focused. Good. Thank you. So I'm just using low heat here. I could put it on medium low, get it to bubble. But as far as being thick enough, it's a little runny. But it's definitely spreadable. And I think once you put it in the refrigerator, it'll harden some more. But you know I gotta taste. It's good. Is it exactly like butter? No, not at all. But it's unique. It's super creamy. I can definitely taste the garlic. If you use a garlic clove like I did, and you're not used to garlic, don't use a big one because that's pretty garlicky. I can definitely taste the lemon. I think instead of lemon juice, you could try apple cider vinegar if you wanted to. It just gives it that tang. Mona says all her recipes are in a random folder. Oh, and now we're popping. Yes, toast. So I have, I'm not ready to put this recipe out yet, Becky, but here's an arepa. An arepa is it's a corn muffin. It's a Venezuelan recipe. Basically 3 ingredients. You need pre-cooked corn flour, so not masa harina, that won't work. Cornmeal will not work. The brand I bought is called Pan, P-A-N. It'll be in the Mexican section of your store. But the ingredients are pan, water, and salt. That's it. Looks like a pancake. You can make these as thick as you want. This one's pretty thin. It's thicker than a pancake. Maybe something like a gordita or something. When I get this perfected, I'll put the recipe out. It's making them oil-free, that's the trick. Typically, they fry these in Venezuela on a griddle with oil. I'm going to turn this off so it'll quit popping on me. And how are we doing on time? Oh, good. Perfect. So you can see, I'll do it this way. See, it spreads just like butter. Again, it's kind of runny butter, but it'll thicken up. Oh, there's another order. Somebody ordered a book. Thank you. There we go. It's going to be messy, I know. That is really good. Oh, pardon me while I chew now. Let's see. Linda, we'll be happy whenever the cookbook arrives. Let that stress go. Thank you, Linda. I appreciate that. Are these little tidbits in the book? No. There are some tidbits, as you call them, for different things, like pantry items I have. If you're brand new, what do you keep in your pantry? So I gave you hints on what I keep in my pantry as far as frozen food, fresh produce, canned food, that kind of stuff. I'll talk a little bit about calorie density. I have a Scoville heat unit chart for the Mexican recipes to let you know how hot certain peppers are. So there are tidbits, but not specific to the arepas I just made. My next book, and I'm pretty sure there will be a next one, and I will plan better for the next one, I promise. I'll actually have the books ready to ship out before I put the order form up. But I think the next one will be ethnic recipes, Mexican, vegan, Korean, vegan, Asian. So I have a whole bunch of those recipes. Thank you, Marion. The recipes are grouped in order. So there's my corn butter, guys. Like I said, this will keep in the refrigerator 3, 4, 5 days. And I think somebody said it does freeze well, so you can always freeze it. It makes quite a bit, but you can take the recipe. It's on the blog, and I will make sure there's a link down below if there's not. You can take the recipe and cut it in half if you want. Use 1 can of corn instead of 2. It's just corn, salt, garlic powder if you want it, a little water to get it blending, and a little lemon juice. Mona says, do I have a good kimchi recipe? I do. It's on the blog. It's not in a cookbook, but it's on my blog. And I'll try to remember right after this is over to add that recipe underneath. Brenda's made it. It takes time, of course. It's kimchi. It has to ferment. So it'll take a while, but it's really good. And sauerkraut's next. I have the cabbage. I need to check it. It's been in the refrigerator for a while, but I bought it to make sauerkraut. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Tomorrow's recipe for the blog, I have yet to do today. Oh, that's a good idea, Becky. She's going to take the corn butter and freeze it in ice cube trays. There you go. So the recipe today I'm going to be cooking for the blog tomorrow is something my support group mentioned yesterday. I am going to make a cranberry cornbread crumble. You guys asked for it. And I found a Rachel Ray recipe with a chef something Woo, forgot his first name, on YouTube. And I think we can adapt that pretty easily with the 2 recipes I already have, my cranberry sauce and my cornbread, to make a cranberry cornbread crumble. And that'll be a new holiday recipe. So look for that on the blog tomorrow. You know, if any of you have made my biscuits, my country biscuits, I'm not talking about European biscuits. That's a cookie to us Americans. I'm talking about the big fluffy buttermilk biscuit type recipe. I use cheese sauce in my recipe to imitate the fat you would normally add to biscuits, the butter, the oil, whatever. I think you could use this too. I really do. The corn butter. So if any of you feel adventurous and you want to try making biscuits and replacing the cheese sauce with this corn butter, let me know. Tomorrow will be just a blog post. It'll be on my blog, brandnewvegan.com. And if I get it done early enough, I put it on my support group earlier because they pay to be in the support group. So it's one of the little perks. They get to see it first. And it's just, they get just the basic recipe. They don't have to read all the blah, blah, blah everybody hates on the blog. You guys have anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to talk about? We talked about my cookbook, my crazy blood pressure. It's concerning. Anything else? Any ideas for this YouTube? I got it every Saturday. It's going to be a thing for at least now to the end of the year. Could you strain it through a cheesecloth bag? What are you referring to? Char 1956. I think that's. I think I know who you are, but I can't remember. But what are you referring to? The cheese, the corn butter? Strain it through a cheesecloth bag? I'm gonna stream my mother-in-law through a cheesecloth bag. My mother-in-law. Talk about her? We could. She's not here at the moment. She's here visiting because it's Thanksgiving and it's going to be her 86th birthday. And she's been good so far. We butt heads. That's what all this is referring to. No, Connie, I missed that somehow. I will look for that. Thank you. Because she is definitely a sad eater, a standard American diet eater. She's 86. She's not going to change her ways, but she has a whole slew of health problems. And I just want to help her, but she has no interest whatsoever. She asked my wife Rhonda to make her pancakes yesterday morning, and she brought some syrup with her that a friend had given her, and I looked at it. Oh my gosh. Talk about ultra processed food, guys. It was great value, so it's Walmart brand, and it was a syrup, pumpkin spice flavored, with natural flavors. And the first ingredient was, of course, high fructose corn syrup. The second ingredient was corn syrup. The third ingredient was salt. The fourth ingredient was soybean oil. There was absolutely no food whatsoever in this whole entire bottle. Not even real sugar. It was disgusting. I didn't try it, no, but just looking at the ingredients, it's something I would never ever try. But that's the kind of food she likes. She buys the cheapest off-brand stuff she can buy and wonders why she has health problems. But we love her anyway. I do my best. And it's funny, whenever any of Rhonda's family come to visit, I cook, right? I'm always the cook. Whatever ails them, they feel so much better when they go home. But it's not the food. No, it's not the food. It's something else. But they feel better. They lose weight. Their bowel movements are better. You know, you name it. It's always better. But it's not my food. No. Linda said our blood pressure fluctuates day to day. As long as the spikes are asymptomatic and only occasional, then I wouldn't be too concerned about it. Good thing you're following up with your doctor. Yes. Thank you. I do plan on talking to him about it. I don't want to be on medicine at all. Oh no. I'm sorry, Colby. Feel better. I have yet to get that. Knocking on real wood here. Not fun. I don't want it. Never had it. I've been lucky 3.5 years. Nasty stuff. So you get better, Colby. Take care of yourself. I'm glad my soups are helping. Anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything at all? We got about 5 minutes before I usually hang up. Of course, this is YouTube. We don't have a time limit here. Yeah, we have too, Colby. Again, knocking on this wood here. I know it's still there. Hopefully it's not as severe as it was when it first came out. That was scary. That was really scary. Well, hi there, Wing. Where are you from? And where do I find out? There it is. 32 people online. That's pretty amazing, guys. Our support group, we're lucky to get 15, 20. So Yeah, we're definitely reaching more people, support group guys. We talked about this before I came over to YouTube. And I'm not doing the YouTube videos hardly any at all anymore. So it's really nice to have at least this outlet on YouTube to just say hi to everybody. Wings from Hong Kong. Well, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I am Chuck. I was going to click on Wings comment. I got Brenda instead. I'm glad you dodged it too, Brenda. So yeah, this is something we decided to try on YouTube because it limits my hours I can use on Mighty, and we can actually reach the Facebook and YouTube people that follow me that are not in the Mighty group. So I have a Facebook group, which I have a Facebook page, which is brandnewvegan.com or facebook.com/brandnewvegan, and then I have the Facebook community group. Anybody's welcome to join. And then I have the private Mighty group, which does cost, but it's only $1 a month, guys. It's like $10 a year. It's very affordable. And we live stream every single morning, Monday through Friday, on there. Plus, we have the book club. I think we're going to be reading. What's next, Lisa? I saw you're here. What's next in our book club? We read books together and we talk about them. We have the movie room full of documentaries. We have the challenges we're doing together. It's a good group of people if you're really interested. And it's only $1 a month. And that just helps me pay for the platform. That's all it does. So if you're alone in your house doing this whole food plant-based thing by yourself, it's really hard to do by yourself. I know, I've done it. Some of us have done it too. Having support, somebody to talk to about questions, problems, your gripes and moans about family, like I do with my mother-in-law, or your successes, your what's working for you, your weight loss, your blood sugar drop, your whatever. It's fun to talk about this kind of stuff to your friends. If you don't have any friends to talk to about it, you come to our support group. That's what we're for. And oh boy, let's see. Fiber Fueled or Undo It. That's going to be our next book we read together. Diana said, your next ethnic cookbook sounds amazing. More New Mexico recipes. Oh, thank you, Diana. I love New Mexico recipes. New Mexico is always going to have a place in my heart. I lived there 10 years in Albuquerque and I loved it. Thank you, Becky. It is very nice people like you. A whole bunch of us. Connie, getting my recipes together for Thanksgiving. Several are yours and some sad for my kids. So Marion asked for the next book. It's either Fiber Fueled by Dr. Will B. I'm not going to pretend I can pronounce his last name. Or Undo It by Dr. Ornish. So Lisa's in a book club too, and they did Fiber Fueled. Okay, good. I suggested Undo It because Dr. Ornish, as far as I know, is the only doctor, plant-based doctor, who not only promotes the food, which we all know, but he also promotes the exercise, the mental health, and the support and the love part. So it's eat well, move more, stress less, love more is his motto. And I think for me in my case right now with the blood pressure, I've got the food down. This is not a food issue. So it's more stress, and I need to learn how to relax and maybe meditation, all the kind of stuff. That's what Dr. Dean Ornish covers in his book, Undo It. So that has my vote for our next book. But you guys decide what you want to read. That's fine with me, either one. We will read both eventually. That's true. But anyway, if you're new here, welcome. Hope you come back. This is going to be an every Saturday thing, at least till the end of the year, and then we'll talk about it and see what's next. So Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time, come back, and we'll have another recipe next week. I'm glad you're all here. All 35 of you, welcome, and hope to see you again. If you guys don't have anything else, I have a mess to clean up. And corn butter to put away. Colby, get better, all right? Yeah, this is already starting to form a little skin on top, and it's thickening up. So you can see that. It's pretty thick. One more taste. That is good. I love Dr. Goldner, Brooke Goldner. I suggested her book for the book club as well. The Goodbye Lupus. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Mona. Thanks for all of you who purchased the book. I'll have to look and see how many I have left. I'm going to take a quick look. I'm curious. Coming up products. I have 10 books left to sell. 10 are left. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving, Mona, and to all of you if I don't see you again before then. Colby says, we've been sicker with the flu. COVID hasn't been that bad for us. Good. Glad to hear that. You're welcome, Spanky, to you. And there's a list of books to read. Referring to our book club. Thank you, Linda. We'll see you next week or in the live stream in the morning. We'll see you all Monday morning. I'm off tomorrow. Tomorrow's blog day. I know, Connie, right? I want to think about, and we can talk about this Monday. It's almost time to go. I want to think about taking my next order of books and having them warehouse somewhere and have that company do the shipping. We'll talk about that. That way it's less pressure and stress on me to get them out. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I will see my support group people on Monday morning. The rest of you, I'll see you next Saturday. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the corn butter. And happy Thanksgiving. See ya.